This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to catch you up on the top stories of the day with the morning sprint. Olivia Roberts has new developments in the fight against COVID-19. But first to Mark Peterson, tracking another round of snow moving into the region today.
Yep, we are going to see another inch to 2 inches in our area in our First Alert Weather. And the First Alert Weather app, by the way, is a wonderful tool that you could be using right now. And so we're going to see that about 11 o'clock. It's going to hang out till about 2 or 3. And again, about an inch expected. We're going to get a nice break. It's get clear and cold for tonight. So we look at the day planner forecast. Yeah, light snow, lunchtime, 30. It will accumulate through the afternoon, 31 for the high, and dinner time, still a chance of snow into Idaho.
News from the Labor Department. Its latest unemployment report released this morning shows new claims for unemployment benefits are on the rise. 206,000 people filed initial claims last week. That's an increase of 18,000 claims from the week before. Despite the slight rise in claims, new weekly jobless claims are still at an almost 52-year low. More breaking news this morning. The NHL has settled a lawsuit by former Spokane Chiefs player Kyle Beach, who says he was sexually assaulted by an assistant coach while he was with the Chicago Blackhawks. Beach accused assistant coach Brad Aldrich of assault during the Blackhawks Stanley Cup run in 2010. Aldrich told investigators the encounter was consensual. The Blackhawks organization released a statement that says they, quote, hope that this resolution will bring some measure of peace and closure for Mr. Beach.
Vaccine experts with the CDC are meeting in just hours to talk about possibly limiting the use of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. They'll take a closer look at the benefits and risks of the single-dose therapy and a rare but serious type of blood clot that's been linked to it. The committee will be given new data that shows the rate of the clots in people who received the shot has increased since April, when the shot's use was paused for 10 days. During the same meeting, the panel will also consider expanding authorization for children as young as 5 years old. The FDA has authorized the Johnson & Johnson vaccine for use in people at least 18 years old, and it can be used as a booster shot. New data is proving that extra dose is crucial in protecting people against the Omicron variant. Experts found Omicron significantly reduces antibody protection after 2 doses of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, but doctors say the booster shot mostly restores peak protection.
New this morning, the U.S. Navy will start discharging troops who do not get vaccinated against COVID-19. The separation from the service will take place as soon as possible. As of last week, the Navy had about 5,700 sailors who haven't been vaccinated. Roughly half of them are asking for an exemption due to religious beliefs. The Navy says no one will be discharged while these requests are pending. And just into the newsroom, we're learning the White House has a new plan to get more truckers on the road. The Biden administration's supply chain task force will unveil its trucking action plan today. It's an effort to address a shortage that some industry insiders say has grown to 80,000 unfilled jobs. The plan will earmark $30 million to expedite commercial driver's licenses. It also includes an effort by the Department of Labor to increase trucking apprentices and outreach to military veterans looking to enter the industry.
Every classroom at Longfellow Elementary School is now equipped with a box of special toys that serve as tools for social emotional learning. These calming boxes are for students who may need help focusing or working through an emotion they're feeling. It all started with the creation of regulation stations at the beginning of the school year. These are areas where students having a hard time in class can identify what they're feeling and use tools and strategies to get back to a learning mindset. The Calming Box is one of these tools. Thanks to a generous donation from the school's community partner, Douglas Properties, every teacher now has a Calming Box with poppets, squishy toys, timers, silly putty, things students can use to self-regulate while remaining in the classroom.
Harvey Weinstein is trying to get his sex abuse conviction overturned. The movie mogul is serving a 23-year prison sentence. He's convicted of first-degree criminal sexual acts and third-degree rape charges. But yesterday, Weinstein's attorney asked for a panel of appeals court judges to reverse the conviction because of issues with a juror and the judge who oversaw the case. The panel of judges is expected to make a written decision on whether or not to vacate his conviction. New this morning, people in Heartland, Minnesota are waking up to damage from an overnight tornado. It marks the first time a twister has ever been reported in the state in December. The tornado was spawned by a larger storm system that produced hurricane-force winds of more than 75 miles an hour across the Great Plains and Midwest. At least 20 tornadoes in Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska are associated with the storm. Coming up next on Good Morning America, he is the ultimate watchdog with a life-saving instinct. Henry is a persistent 8-year-old Boston Terrier who one night kept breaking into his owner's nursery and waking up their baby. GMA has his story. And we'll be right back with the final check of weather.